Hey everybody, it's Riki Rachtman. I'm about to tell you a lie. I'm about to tell you that you're listening to the 5 Dudes with Views podcast, but that's not you. Right now you're listening to Riki Rachtman, who is going to tell you that you are about to listen to the 5 Dudes with Views podcast. And this week, Billy, Brad, Brett, George, and Ted list their top 5 90s music videos. What do you think is on the list? Billy will probably pick something from Guns N' Roses. Brad might pick something from Metallica. And Brett, he'll probably pick something from Britney Spears. You know what? I don't know, but you're listening to the 5 Dudes with Views podcast. Oh, I'm sorry. I left George and Ted out, didn't I, when I was talking about the 5 guys? Well, George and Ted, they're going to listen to whatever Billy, Brad, and Brett. Weren't they in Belle Biv DeVoe? Billy, Brad, and Brett? Anyways, you're listening to the 5 Dudes with Views podcast. Remember to keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold.
5 dudes with views. 5 dudes with views. 5 dudes with views. 5 dudes with views. Yeah! Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5 Dudes with Views podcast. Hey, we had so much fun doing the 80s music videos. We thought, man, we have to do 90s. Yeah. The 90s were, obviously a less, I would say, experimental decade of videos. People definitely started just throwing a ton of money into videos and making big budgeted almost movies.
I hear you.
There was a lot of pop. There was some rock towards, I would say, the front half. Then you definitely had rap, which I think dominated a lot of it, and you had boy bands. I kind of feel like MTV, I think it was the TRL, was kind of like one of the biggest things about the 90s, and that's what definitely catapulted a lot of these videos into the stratosphere.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, people definitely knew if you wanted to drop a single, you had to drop a video. So a lot of them were pretty much iconic videos, I would say, of the 90s, videos that people are still talking about. What are some of your memories and thoughts about the 90s, guys?
Well, I think for one thing, from going from the 80s to the 90s as far as music videos, I thought the 80s music videos were hard to figure out which was the best. But, man, the 90s, I feel like really nailed it as far as you had up-and-coming creative directors who went on to be like famous feature film directors.
Very true.
So I feel like creatively, this was way better than the 80s.
Yeah.
Like they kind of just had it down on what worked, and then now let's go and let's break it all apart and figure out, like, let's make some artsy, some higher budget. There's super creative, a lot of creative 90s videos in here.
Very artistic. Like, I feel like there were a lot more auteurs directing the videos. Like, it wasn't just like a lot of concert footage. I mean, there were a lot of videws with concert
There's a lot
footage,
of that too, yeah.
But there were, really standout ones for me that we're going to really get into. And I have a lot of honorable mentions
in the
too.
90s? A lot of the 90s videos were like, obviously not all of them, but a lot of them were videos where you just saw the artist just singing in front of the camera, and there was no art, I'll say, involved. It was just a camera looking at the artist or the band just singing. So it wasn't concert footage, but there wasn't a story being told. It was just watching the artist like perform, basically.
Yeah,
on a set. But then there's a ton that were like awesome. So
yeah.
Also, in my opinion, I mean, I love a lot of music from this era, this decade of music, but there's also just, man, I'm just very disappointed going back and doing some work and some research, looking at how many crappy rock bands
there were. A lot of genres.
A lot of people, a lot of people say the 80s were the decade of one-hit wonders, but it kind of feels like the 90s there was a lot of them too, but they had more exposure. I mean, anybody could get on MTV in the 90s, I feel like.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get into 100%.
This.
let's do it.
Ted's excited.
Ted's excited.
Come on, let's
on that word, let's get going.
Well, all right, I'm going to jump into this, and I'm going big, baby. I'm going big, baby, for number 5. I'm going Big Bang, Baby by the Stone Temple Pilots.
Ooh, nice.
This is not a video that's, got a lot of money thrown into it. I mean, it's a simple video. They basically looks like they shot in a warehouse, but I remember when this video came on, it started like with the color bars, and then it just came on, and it's just so raw. You know, it's just them, you know, playing music in like a little tiny space, and it's got this white background. You know, Weiland's in these green pants. You know, there's every once in a while there's like these just terrible like 80s graphics. There's people wearing gorilla outfits. There's like a Brady Bunch montage of them singing. It's just something about it. It's just so good. I mean, I love seeing bands, and it looks like they were having a really good time. And I think this is probably when Weiland came back from rehab, that kind of era. But I've always loved this song, and I love the video. And there's so many I could have probably chosen from the STP era, because they did have a lot like Sour Girl, Vaseline, Creep, you know, a lot. There's so many good videos, but something about this one, just like the rawness of it and how it looked, it's so visually stimulating to the senses, and that's why it's always kind of held high in my regard. So number 5, STP, Big Bang Baby. You guys, have you seen that video?
I think the charm for me of that music video, it feels like it was shot at like a public access channel.
Great.
You know, it looks like it was like shot with like tube cameras, or like it's like, you know, shot on video. Super cheesy with wipes and, you know, all the old like cheesy transitions,
like a stripped down kind of.
That's a
back to basics.
great song and fun video. And that the one, they have gorilla mask on, like somebody gets hit in the head with a bottle.
It's definitely cheesy. I mean, and like that's the thing. It was cheesy, and I feel like in the 90s people got serious. You know, like they were like, "We're here to we have a message. You know, we're gonna get artsy fartsy on you." Like that's what kind of what I missed about the 80s. 80s was like cheesy, stupid stuff. I feel like this is kind of a montage to that earlier decade too.
All right,
totally is.
I love it.
All right, well, let's go to Brad.
On that
number
note.
5. What's your pick?
My number 5 is a Fiona Apple song, Across the Universe, obviously a Beatles song. It was directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. As you sure a lot of you guys know who that is.
Who is he?
It was for the
Who's that?
It was for the film Pleasantville. They shot it in a diner. Has anybody seen this video?
I have. I remember
really
it was really shot well.
Super cool video. It's all in slow motion. It's black and white. And it starts with, you know, someone throwing something through the glass of the diner and the camera. What's intriguing to me is just figuring out like how this stuff is done. Like that's what kind of like brings me into these videos. It's like you have these really creative, cool directors and figuring out like how'd they do the shot? How'd they make this work? They shot this at what frame rate? What speed to, you know, it's all this chaos of people coming in and vandalizing a diner. And you have her that's like has her headphones on, and it's such a weird, calming thing just watching her and this whole diner being destroyed, but she's got a smile on her face. She's obviously strapped to the camera where it tilts her all the way around and upside down. Yeah, it's just a cool. creative video.
It's definitely like unique. I remember when it came out, it was like unique for its time, you know.
Yeah.
I think now it's been copied quite a few times, but at the time it was pretty unique. Who directed it? Did you mention? I don't know if you said it.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh, that's right. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Boogie Nights, Magnolia.
Well, she's another artist that definitely got it right. Like her videos are very artsy, but also very like they stimulate you. You know, like Criminal, Shadow Boxer, Limp. I mean, like she's got some good stuff out there. Like I watched Criminal the other day, and I felt kind of creepy watching it.
Totally.
Is that the one where
you
it's
feel like
like
a creepy person?
Yeah, it's like she's in
like a snuff film.
It's very
bunk bed or
like
something
a snuff
like that.
film, very voyeuristic.
It's like she's hanging out in a house where they film pornos or something. Like it's just a very
shag
creepy
carpet.
feel.
If you watch at the end of this Across the Universe video, you can spot John C. Reilly if you know who that is.
Really?
Yeah, he's they're like, you know, robbing, you know, throwing stuff through the jukebox or whatever. And it's just cool. She goes to like the camera pans over and she's sitting in a booth and you see like title cards like fall, you know, they like dropped them from the ceiling through the glass. It says the end. It's just a cool video.
Yeah, he's a PTA staple.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's a really good video. I like her a lot, and I feel like, you know, she still makes music, but I don't think she makes videos anymore. Does anybody make videos anymore?
No.
Yeah, videos are still big. They're just on YouTube now, though.
Right.
Oh,
Like there's no TV music videos. I don't think really.
Ted, what you got for number 5?
My number 5 comes from a thrash metal band from Long Island, New York, released on Relativity Records in 1990 by a band called Scatterbrain. It's a song called Don't Call Me Dude. Do you guys know this one? I knew it was going to be an obscure one.
Never heard of
them.
them.
Please go watch this video, after this podcast.
They didn't play this on MTV till probably 3 in the morning.
I'm watching it right now.
Well, it was on...
that looks fun.
Yeah, it was on Headbangers Ball. But super
Okay,
fun.
Riki Rachtman's Headbangers Ball? Is that what you're talking about?
Riki Rachtman's, yeah, that one. So it has,
sounds familiar.
it's real tongue in cheek. I mean, they're kind of like a comedy band. There's like,
Looks like David Lee Roth.
yeah, exactly. There's scenes on the beach. There's like kind of like a 50s doo-wop, and they do like part of the song's lyrics is, step by step, inch by inch. What was that from? Three Stooges. So that's one of their lyrics. It's really funny, and the band's funny. They dress up and they have a dozen costume changes. Bodybuilders.
Yeah, it looks like a fun video.
Dancing girls on the beach.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's just a fun video, and all the metal fans out there listening to this podcast will know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, you got to represent. Somebody's got to bring the metal edge.
I knew I
forgot to mention metal.
Bring my metal.
Ted always brings the metal in for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, what was metal in the 90s kind of, I guess a lot of people think Metallica when they think metal, but they're not metal.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of...
Alice in Chains was actually metal.
They were. A lot of the peers of metal will say there was only one band that mattered in metal, and that was Pantera.
Ah.
Yep.
See?
Oh,
They had the most consistent albums.
Wasn't
and
Metallica considered metal? Like their first
They were,
album, wasn't
yeah.
it? Then they kind of went... Pew,
They kind of went a little more like hard
the Black
rock.
Album was like...
They were playing Enter
Yeah.
Sandman in like dance clubs, so I don't know how metal that is.
Like
So,
the Black Album wasn't metal. It was more like just like there were ballads and stuff. It was more like hard.
I mean, Unforgiven
rock.
is one of my
It wasn't metal.
favorite Metallica songs. I mean, like lyrically,
Is what?
it's one of my
I'm not
favorite
saying
Metallica
I don't
songs.
like the
I
album.
mean, as a whole,
not
that's like
metal.
maybe like a metal band. They lost their street credibility. I'll say it again.
Yeah,
and
I have a
and
lot
again,
of
and again.
Metallica. A lot of my buddies are Metallica fans, and they think that the Black Album is when they sold out.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think most hardcore Metallica fans think that. But then they went back to their roots, like with like Saint Anger and stuff, like later on.
What do you know?
10 years, 15 years later.
What do you know?
Oh Lord,
That's your opinion.
We'll see what Brett knows.
Yeah, true.
Brett, what's your number 5?
My number 5, released in June '93, off of her debut solo album, Debut. It's Human Behavior by Bjork.
Wow.
This video,
Cool one.
It is a really cool one.
directed by Michelle Gondry, who did Eternal Sunshine
Of the
Spotless Mind and Science of
Good
Sleep.
movie.
It's a really great video.
Yep.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, do you guys remember
visually?
it at all?
I mean,
I watched it last
I'll have to
night.
check it.
Yeah, she's running through the
Yeah,
forest. She's like in a cabin in the woods. There's like animated like things all around, like a giant like bear.
yep. There's a hedgehog.
That's all you
that's
had
like,
to say. I'm in it, bear, dude.
There's a giant like hunter chasing him, and it's kind of like Gulliver Travels, where he's like giant, like, and then she's like flying in space to the moon, and then she falls into like the bear's mouth, and then is inside the bear, and then the bear starts like murdering or killing the hunter. It's like a
Jeez.
really weird, trippy video. It's
really
Michelle
is.
Gondry. I mean,
Yeah.
if you know his style, it's,
Yeah.
I'm
it's
definitely watching
Visually,
exactly like
Yeah.
the rest of the stuff.
Didn't he
Yeah,
do that
it's like-
Jack Black movie, 30 Minutes or Less, or Be Kind, Rewind? That's what it was.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
This was ranked number 96 in Rolling Stone's 1993 Top 100 Music Videos of All Time, and it received 6 MTV Video Awards in 1994,
Wow.
and was also
Damn.
nominated for a Grammy
Wow.
Award.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it was critically acclaimed. I also like it 'cause it's like combining like live action with like stop motion and like animation, and there's like it's
I
just
think
really
There was a lot of, when I was
Cool.
doing my research, there was a lot of music videos that had that. They either had a combination of stop motion in something or animation in something. It's kind of weird.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
No?
I don't
Oh,
recall.
okay. Well, maybe not in metal, but
I mean, it's
know.
a really
other-
good song, a really
other
good video.
genres.
I mean, I feel like there was going back and doing some research. There were some really good songs that had terrible videos. But
Yeah.
this one nailed it. This one and the
Yeah.
other one where she's It's Oh So Quiet. That's a great one too.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think that was Spike Jones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was just about to say this video kind of, even though it's Michelle Gondry, it kind of reminds me of Where the Wild Things Are, which was
for sure.
I could see that.
For sure.
I could see
like
that.
the big bear, like yeah. Anyways,
I
that's my number 5.
really like her
Nice.
as an artist. Like straight up, she's a great artist.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sugar-
Dad.
Excellent. I mean,
Sugar
amazing singer, right? Sugar Cubes, and just I thought very talented. She had a very like unique style. You know, she's from where?
She started
From
doing
Norway,
acting.
right?
No, Iceland.
Iceland.
Oh,
All right, Mr. George, number 5.
Number 5. Well, first, let me say this. In the 90s, like, me listening to music, it was kind of weird because all the stuff that I would listen to in the 90s, now I probably wouldn't listen to. Or
Okay.
hate to admit that I would listen to it back then.
No,
So my
no.
list is kind of a little eclectic. It's got a little
I'm
bit of
kinda the same
everything.
way.
But my number 5, which I don't listen to this band anymore, and I'm kind of embarrassed to even say that I listen to them.
Don't
but
apologize.
It's
Don't apologize.
Korn, Freak on a Leash.
great video.
Dude, that's an awesome video.
I love that music video only because it starts with animation and then it goes into like actual live action.
Yeah,
So it looks really, really
yeah.
good.
It's
I love
it's,
that
It's a
video.
cartoon, and then like
And I think
bullets start flying everywhere.
Yeah, and
That's
the
what I
bullets are
remember.
going through like
Yeah.
either like the camera's basically following the bullet
set.
going through stuff.
Yeah,
it
like a
goes through
milk
cookie
or something.
jar.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then it
stuff
goes
like
through
that.
milk, and then it finally ends up where the band is singing in
Todd
like a
McFarlane
garage
did
or
the
something.
animation for that.
Yes, that's right. That's the only reason I liked it too, was because it had ties with Todd McFarlane, and I think he did the cover to the actual.
Yeah, yep.
What is it? The CD.
With the girl running up the
Uh huh.
All right, I'll agree that is a guilty pleasure, like Korn, you know, because it
Exactly.
kind of gets kind of put in the new metal genre. You know, now it's kind of probably looked at as like kind of lumped in with like Limp Bizkit and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But
Well,
I
I think they're way
Yeah.
more talented than Limp Bizkit.
I think so. I actually saw Korn like
Yeah.
on that first record tour, which I think is an amazing record, and I saw them at the Whiskey, and it was just such an amazing like show. It was them and Deftones.
Oh wow.
It was such a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm not a Korn fan, but I like that video, and it was hugely popular on MTV. It was on all the time because
Yeah.
it was like on TRL a lot, you know, and yeah, those guys definitely took advantage of the video format to, you know, pump their name up for
Oh
sure.
yeah, 100%. And like you
Yeah.
said earlier, Billy, like if your video was on TRL, it launched you.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Total Request
Yeah,
Live.
you sold a ton of records.
Yeah, big time. And I know they pumped a lot of
You remember like
the artwork at the warehouse or wherever you would buy your CDs and stuff. I remember seeing huge posters of the CD cover only against Todd Mc. So they tried
Yeah,
to do
they'd
that
have, like, mural.
comic
Oh,
book,
funny. Yeah,
like
yeah.
comic book.
Oh my God, I remember that. It was great.
Crossover, and then, you know.
Yep.
Well, TRL used to be just like that one dude, Adam Curry, like sitting in a
Yes.
studio with,
No.
and he would say, "Here's the top 10." Then all of a sudden, you know, Carson Daly took
Carson
over,
Daly, yeah,
and
that's
it was
what I
like this
remember.
Fucking blew
live
up.
huge event.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
barely showed the videos. They would show like enough of the video, and then they'd cut out, and they'd be like, "Hey, Mariah Carey showed up," and you're like, "No,
I want to see the
Yeah.
video.
no." Number 4 for me is a video that's the first in the trilogy of 3 videos. It is by Guns N' Roses. They definitely excelled in the video competition
Yes.
of the 90s. I Don't Cry.
Yep.
That's my favorite
Oh.
of the 3. I
great.
mean, you got a lot of interesting stuff in this video. You got the staggering Axl in the beginning with the gun. You know, he's in the snow. Something's happened. And then you got, you know, crazy Slash behind the car, and he drives off a cliff. You got the 3 Axls. You know, you got all these women fighting over Axl, but you also have a band on a rooftop singing. And I think that was probably one of the last appearances that Shannon Hoon had before he passed away. He's the background vocals in that song. It's a great video, man. I mean, again, a band that understood how videos were made, and they made epic videos.
Big
And these
time.
videos were not short. They were like 6-7 minute long videos. I think Estranged was almost 9 minutes, but I mean, they definitely got it right. And I like this one over the other 2 the most.
Yeah, it's same like November Rain. I feel like, you know, anything Axl does has to be like over the top and extremely expensive.
Huge
and these
production.
videos. I almost said movies because it kind of felt like a mini movie. The three of those videos.
Yeah.
Was it? You said this is the first of the 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first of the
remember.
3. Supposedly, they're like, yeah, if you can go back and tie in all the videos, how they tie together. I guess the thing was like Stephanie Seymour was his girlfriend in the video. She dies.
Yeah.
But they're trying to say, like, how did she die? And, you know, they're like, good luck figuring out the
I was reading about that. It said like they thought that like she had committed suicide or something.
Yeah. They were saying Axel, it's based off some story he was told about a guy whose wife committed suicide, and he wrote the songs and tried to tie the videos in together, but
like inspired him.
Yeah, I mean, they're attention getters. It's like like Brad said, you're watching a mini movie. I mean, they're definitely they hold your attention, and they're still pretty good. Although they're way over the top.
Like the car, is that the one? Don't Cry's the one with the car crashing, like going over the cliff or whatever. And it's like they have.
Yeah, it's like Slash is like Cray Drive.
Yeah,
slow down, Slash. You've had too much Jack Daniels, and he's like, "Shut up, woman. I got a big hat." But no, it's good, and they're on a rooftop. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think November Rain probably had the biggest budget.
The biggest one. You were mentioning the length. I think that one was like 10 minutes long, wasn't it?
It was long.
Yeah.
And I think those videos probably, I don't know about Don't Cry, but I think November Rain, like when they had their Video Music Awards, that probably cleaned up, I'm sure.
Right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And like their videos had like helicopter, like aerial shots and shit.
Yeah.
Big budget.
For sure.
Man.
They were like movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of the 90s music.
Yeah, they definitely got it right. All right, Brad, what you got for number 4?
My number 4 is from Radiohead. It is Just off of the album The Bends. It came out in 1995. Have you guys seen this?
Yes, it's really good. Great album.
Man, it's a great song, great video. It kind of reminds me of like a Twilight Zone episode, or we talk about movies where they don't explain the ending, or you kind of leave things to yourself to figure out. That's why I love this. It's such a cool. It starts out with Radiohead. They're performing in an apartment upstairs somewhere, and it cuts down to a businessman walking down the street, and he just lays down, and the guy trips over him. He's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, leave me alone." He's like, "Hey, I could have hurt myself." And he's like, "Why are you laying here?" So the whole video, everyone gathers around this businessman laying on the ground. They're like, "What's wrong with you? Are you okay?" And he's like, "Don't, just leave me alone. I can't tell you." Then a police officer shows up. So they keep on asking, "What's going on?" He says, "Yes, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I'm lying here. But God forgive me, and God help us all, because you don't know what you ask of me." And then, you see his lips flapping, but you can't hear what he actually says. There's no subtitles at that point. And then the next shot is literally like the dead. All of the people collapsed on the sidewalk next to him as they pan over to all these other people.
Sounds like a horror movie.
So it's just kind of cool. Like it's like, what? Yeah, it's like, what did he say? What did he say that created this problem for everyone else? And then you got a great song.
I wrote that one down. I haven't seen that one.
I don't remember this one. I'm watching it right now. I don't remember.
Oh man, you'll dig it. It's a cool video. But Radiohead and the director have never come out and actually said what it was that he repeated to those people. Yeah, I mean that to me is cool.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Hit pay dirt with K dirt."
Yep.
Hit pay dirt with K dirt.
But Radiohead had that was actually kind of a tough thing, because there were a lot of different Radiohead videos. I was like, man, do I choose this one? Like, I love this one. Like, Karma Police is great. Like, there's so many cool videos that they had.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one? Fake Plastic Trees and Paranoid Android.
That's animated.
Yeah, I mean they definitely Radiohead's always like the cool band.
They are.
They don't do things to form. They're like artists. But like they did some videos. They did some good stuff. I don't think they probably do videos anymore either. They probably just they phone it in.
They did their album that came out 4 years ago. They had a really cool video. I forget what it was called, but so I don't know if they do any now, but they did videos still about 4 years ago.
All right, let's go to Ted for number 4.
Oh, my number 4 is a very unique pick. No, it's not. It's Human Behavior.
Oh shit! Our first repeat.
Yep. First repeat.
Wow.
I honestly, when I picked that one, I didn't think anyone else would pick it. I thought it would be on honorable mentions.
Now I feel like we're going to have a lot of similar picks, but we'll see. Yeah.
We might,
Yeah, I don't have too much to add on that one. So, I think I pretty much said everything that I had to say when you had said yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw Bjork in concert like 3 or 4 years ago, and I was waiting to hear her hits. No hits.
Oh, she didn't do them.
What?
She did like a classical album. I mean, it was her singing.
Oh.
And she's great, but and then she wore like a thing over her face where you couldn't even see her.
Yeah.
So for like 2 hours, she just sang these songs that I didn't know what they were, and I kept waiting. Maybe she'll sing something. No, she didn't.
Were you
like encore? You know,
like
I wasn't disappointed because it's probably my only chance to ever see Bjork, and it was at the Walt Disney Hall, so it was very intimate and it sounded great. But I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, like you wanted to hear
a lot of people were disappointed.
Songs that you recognize.
Usually, when you go to a concert, you want to hear like the
know.
classics. You want to hear, you know what I mean, the songs that you want to.
I agree. Like I don't know.
Sometimes,
but not everybody, I guess, is like that.
Yeah. So. They're like, you know what?
Like Radiohead, Bjork is an artist. She's not going to conform. She's going to do what she does.
She's going to play what she wants to play, not what you want to play.
You get what you get, and you like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Eat it.
Did you ever see the? Did you ever see the music? Did you ever see the video for Bachelorette she did?
No.
Bachelor? No.
I don't remember that one.
She like finds a book in the forest and it starts coming to life. Like the text just appears on the pages of the book.
Mm.
Go watch that video.
Okay.
That's a cool one. Like once you get a chance.
What is it
when
called?
you said forest, I'm like, is it similar to human behavior? Because that's
Bachelorette. I think Michael Gondry directed it.
I thought she did a song for the
she
show.
did human behavior.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to Brett for number 4.
Okay, this one's I'm gonna guess is probably on someone else's list.
Let's see.
Released in July '93, the second single from their debut album Undertow. It's "Prison Sex" by Tool.
Ooh, yes.
Directed by Adam Jones, the band's guitarist, who was a former art director and animator, so he had credit. You know, he knew what he was doing. It's all stop motion. It takes place in a giant room, like it looks like a padded cell, but the pads are actually drawers that open, and there's this weird, giant, like black-looking, like alien, and it's got this like doll that it cuts its legs off, and then starts like fucking with the doll, like it molests it and does all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, well, the video got banned on MTV because of like the aliens like molesting
sounds pretty
the doll
dark
and stuff. Yeah, it's weird. There's weird, really cool visuals. There's like a caterpillar that comes out with like a human head on it at one point. And, there's this like, I don't know what it is. It's supposed to be, I think, another alien or something. And it's like a pile of like poop and like ground beef. I don't know what it is. It's just the videos. To me, it was exactly what I want in a music video because it's so unique and it's very interesting and just visually stimulating. Yeah. So this one for me was an easy pick. Like I knew this video was going to be on my top 5. Like when we decided to do this topic.
Yeah. Tool definitely carved out some sort of niche with their music videos, and it was definitely different. But it, I mean, it looked like it took forever to make those videos, but it was always just very like. You're like, wow, what does that mean? You need to watch that video like 50 more times to see if you can understand any of it.
Yeah,
so,
they're
visually stimulating for sure.
They're visually stunning though. Like you're like, holy shit, you can't stop looking at them.
Yeah,
and surprisingly, this video, I guess, because it got banned by MTV, it didn't get nominated for anything, which I feel like is a crying shame. Like the video really deserved to be recognized by like the awards, but it didn't. So. Anyways, that's my number 4.
This ain't no Taylor Swift.
Hey! Let's go to George, number 4.
Number 4 for me was directed by Spike Jonze, nominated in 5 categories at the 1994 MTV Music Awards. It was the Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Wow, great video.
I love this fucking video, man. This is like a parody to the 1970s crime TV shows. So it's like a Starsky Hutch kind of feel to it. Super awesome. Love it.
Little early, but okay. All right.
Love it.
It's awesome, dude.
It is.
It was either that
might come back around.
The other
one, I got a feeling.
I'm sure it'll be on somebody's list too. But yeah, this was pretty fucking cool for when it came out.
The Beastie Boys are a band that got it. They figured it out.
100%.
They made videos that were entertaining and that like people wanted to watch, and they made great choices.
And like we were talking about earlier, how you said some of the bands, the music was actually 1,000 times better than their shitty music video. Where the Beastie Boys, they knew it, they had it down to a fucking T, how to pair up their song with the music video. And the evil head of Spike Jonze, dude, you can't get any.
Great collaboration.
Oh my god. It was great.
They're such a fun band.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and it was fun. Like you said, it was fun. It was like a parody.
Yeah.
It was great. Their costumes and they're fucking around it's a happy fucking video.
Yeah, and I mean, it kicks off just like the song does, and like it's so much stuff crammed into like what 3 minutes
Exactly.
Yeah.
3
And I mean, it's just all these like homages to like you said like the Starsky and the Hutch, the old cop TV
Cop
shows,
shows.
and that they have so much fun with like costumes and wigs and mustaches that like it's a great video for sure.
Did you guys ever like key in that it's actually for a fake TV show called Sabotage, and then those are the starring people in the show?
I didn't until now, but that makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was reading this last night. I've seen that video 1,000
Same here,
times,
yeah.
and like it's like guest starring this or this or this, but it's like the show is supposed to be Sabotage, and then those are the people starring in the fake show.
yeah.
That's good.
Cool aspect. I don't know if I don't think I ever remember that. I don't think I
no.
noticed either.
You never watched it, Brett?
Well,
I don't think so. I don't remember noticing that
What?
either.
you've never seen Sabotage the music video?
No, I'm saying I
Oh
don't
shit!
think
I thought you
realized
said
it
you had
was
never
putting that
seen it
together.
before. I'm like, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
of course I've seen the video.
I was gonna say I think we have a bad connection.
No, I don't remember it.
Get your
Like I didn't
shit
realize it was
together.
supposed to be like a TV show, and they were the characters on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think because there's so much going on. There's like Billy said, it's like
I thought it was just like a parody video where they're like making fun of like Starsky and Hutch and stuff.
Right.
I didn't realize they're actually supposed to be like a
No,
TV
it's supposed to
show,
be like a TV
yeah.
show, and it was.
Yeah,
Brad said they're called.
like I thought they were
Sabotage.
just kind of poking fun at.
right.
All right. Let's go to number 3 to me, and it's a controversial pick.
Uh-oh.
I understand this might rattle some
We
cages.
love controversy.
I'm gonna
Bring it on.
Are we
gonna-
gonna get mad?
I'm gonna piggyback off of Brett's last pick,
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
just gonna say all of Tool's '90s videos.
Okay.
You got
We have a
Hilarious.
tie.
you got Prison Sex, you got Sober, you got Stink Fist, you got Anemia. I own like a DVD that they put out that's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, I have that one.
It's got like all their videos on one disc,
Oh,
and then the
shit.
second disc is like a live album that they did. And I'll tell you, Tool's videos are just they're insane.
They're
they're
artistically
visually
awesome,
so awesome to look at. When you go see them in concert, they'll put the videos in the background while they're doing their show, and like sometimes you're caught watching the video. You're like,
I
oh
love their
no,
concerts. Yeah.
yeah, they're another band who do it well live. And hopefully I get to see them again. But I mean, yeah, all their music videos, there's not one that's not at least like watchable. I mean, they did a good job with all their music, and like a band that never appeared in their videos. I mean, you don't. That's one thing I love about Tool. You don't really know who they are.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They were just kind of a band of mystery. I mean, they just recently got on iTunes. I mean, they don't really give a shit. They're like people know who we are. And people will find us, and they've done a hell of a job. I mean, now you know who Maynard is, of course.
Yeah,
he's got 15,000 bands, but yeah, a band that really did a hell of a job on videos is Tool for sure.
Yeah,
And I think
agree.
credit goes to Adam Jones because I think he directed most of their videos, and he did all the like album artwork and the design of the albums too, like the little pamphlets. I mean, that's like that's crazy that a guitarist did all that stuff too.
Yeah.
So do you have one standout? You got to have one standout, right?
I think probably Stink Fist would be my favorite out of the four.
What a title!
I almost picked that one, but I
Prison
went
Sex and Stink Fist. Man, that's a Tuesday night at my house.
Whoa. I mean,
Whoa.
come on now.
I'm coming over.
I agree with Billy though. They're all like
They're all feel good.
equal. If you watch them, they're all feel good.
Yeah.
But they're all like high quality. They're all like insanely visual. You know, it's all visuals, and they're just creepy, odd, but effing really cool. Like just fucking badass.
I love bands and
after
artists
I watch
that I love bands and artists that really like, challenge your, thinking and just what you think is, entertainment. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, after you watch a Tool video, you kind of need to like wash off with like a Right Said Fred or like
Some Weird Al Yankovic,
Shiny Happy People or something.
Yeah.
You need to take like a cold shower.
Yeah, throw on some Weird Al.
Yeah.
Some feel good.
Yeah, some funny feel good.
All right. Well, let's see if Brad's got some feel good at number 3.
Mine's a 1997 Jamiroquai song, Virtual Insanity.
Wow.
You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So again, like I'm just intrigued by how they pull off certain shots, and like when I saw this, I immediately was like, how the hell did they pull this off? I thought the floors were moving. It looked like the floors were moving.
That's what I always thought, like a treadmill.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when they performed it on the VMAs, I think that's what he did. He was on treadmills, but the director said that they had let's see,
like moving wall.
I think it was like the stage. Wasn't it the stage
on the VMAs?
Yeah.
No, in the actual video, was it the?
Oh no, they said several shots. The chairs and the couches are fixed to the walls, so they appear to be moving.
Shit,
it's the walls are moving.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh wow.
But
that's
fucking
I did
shit, man.
Yeah, so
I did too. Yeah.
So it was. Let's see. It won in '97. It won Best Video of the Year and Breakthrough Video.
Yeah.
I had this on my honorable mentions.
I mean, I actually really liked that song too at the time, but that's to me what's cool about this pod is the song could be garbage, but it could be a really cool video.
100%.
Yep. Billy mentions, there's some really good songs that had shitty videos too.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Billy.
No, I was gonna say, and also it was such a groundbreaking video, and I mean, I don't really know how much. I mean, the last time we heard from Jamiroquai, I think was that like a song in that Napoleon Dynamite movie.
God, you're probably right.
Dance. I mean, he just kind of disappeared. I mean, he was so big in that moment. He captured everything, and it was such a cool video. And then all of a sudden, he was like, "See you later."
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
like almost 20 years. Is he bigger in Europe, maybe, or something? Is it one of those?
He might be. He's probably like a DJ or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe he produces or something.
Maybe.
I feel like he's too talented to just fade away like that.
Yeah, he kind of had didn't he kind of have like a Stevie Wonder kind of vibe in his voice when he's singing?
He did, yeah.
Yeah,
was it soulful. I think was his name.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
and it's always wearing that hat. He had that hat on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Dr. Seuss hat.
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss was big in the 90s.
I think he had a couple of hits though. I think there was another single off that. I can't remember what it was.
So there was like two. I think. Yeah, you're right.
I seem to recall like a follow-up video, like the next single had a video, but obviously it wasn't a big hit. Like Virtual Insanity was.
Yeah.
I feel like there was another album after that where it was kind of like, you thought maybe it was going to be big and it just didn't get big.
Oh, Ted, number 3.
My number 3 came out in March 1992, directed by a guy named Fred Sturr. It's a claymation video off of a record called Serial Killer Soundtrack. It's Three Little Pigs by Green Jelly.
Oh, shit. I had that cassette tape, dude.
I actually had watched this video maybe like a year ago. My friend brought the VHS in to work, and we watched it, and it was so funny. Watched it again this week. It's just like a really entertaining and funny. It's really funny when you listen to the lyrics. Like, I don't think I had listened to the lyrics very, carefully, but do you guys remember this video? This claymation video?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I wanted to pick this one, and you know what? The other ones just beat it up.
Yeah.
It was so close to being my
It was like, I think
pick,
the first pig moves to Hollywood. He's like a farmer, and like they all kind of get together.
Hilarious.
I think that the last one, he's like an architect, comes from like a rich family, and then they at the end of the video they call Rambo to like kill the big bad wolf, and he like shoots him up.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Yep.
Really fun video.
Yeah.
I love claymation, and this definitely was one of my favorite videos in the 90s.
I'm telling you,
sure.
man, the 90s, that's all. It's claymation.
Were there any Green Jelly second songs?
Probably not.
I don't remember. But I did
remember them
actually
having another.
Have any of you guys seen them live? They're amazing live. Because they're kind of like they're kind of like Gwar without blood. Like they have like tons of like costumes, cartoony costumes. Everybody's like jumping around. It looks like a big party on the stage, and they're really entertaining. Like, I don't remember their other songs, but it felt like a nice full set. Like you weren't just waiting for Three Little Pigs, and that was a great show. Good stuff. Saw them in New
They
York.
just should have done a whole album of like fairy tales.
Yeah.
All right, Brett, what do you got for number 3?
Number 3. All right. I'm thinking this one's going to be on someone else's list.
Okay.
I think. Released in May 94 is the second single off of their second album. It's Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
Good one, dude.
Directed by Mark Romanek, who did ended up doing feature films years later. Never Let Me Go, 1 Hour Photo. This music video was very controversial at the time. Got a lot of play on all the music videos, but they had to censor it. They wouldn't play the original version. This is per Wikipedia. I'll quote from there. Okay. Imagery involves religion, sexuality, animal cruelty, politics, and terror. There's like a beating heart that's like on this weird, like, I don't know what it is. It's like some kind of machine
board, or
it's like the beat of the song.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like hooked up to some stuff. And then there's like a monkey that's like tied to like a cross, like a crucifix. It's like, and like the monkey's trying to get away. It's like
animal rights
there's
people.
Like this bald woman. It's very it looks like it's shot like it's sepia tone, so it looks like it's done like in 1900 or something.
Yeah,
but it's just really creepy, and the visuals. I love 9 Inch Nails, so the music is good, but the visuals are also equally really awesome.
They're a band you want to definitely go see live.
Like Billy mentioned with Tool's videos, this video makes you want to take a shower after you watch it. It's just very like dirty, gritty. Not very pleasant, no, depressing, but I loved it, and most people, I think a lot of people did, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this was the first time I had even known about 9 Inch Nails was this video. So I bought this album, The Downward Spiral, and I actually still enjoy it to this day. And then, obviously you can go back. Some of their videos were played later at night, like on Alternative Nation or Headbangers Ball, like Head Like a Hole, or I Was Up Above It. But yeah, like this video it's so crazy, and they obviously couldn't play a lot of it because even the song lyric, the main chorus has got the F word in it. So
yeah, they had to censor it a lot.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely an iconic video, and that song is it's such a good song. That beat when it starts is just so awesome.
Yeah,
still so good to this day.
It's deceptive.
Like you said, that whole
it's very
album,
deceptive because the song's lyrics are about sex.
Yeah,
and then you watch the video and it's like very dark and like creepy.
Yeah, I think Trent Reznor's gone on record saying like the actual lyrics aren't about sex. It's just like it's like double meaning. Like it's not actually about sex. I don't think
the lyrics are
lust.
I want to fuck you like an animal.
Right, but he said it. He's gone on record in interviews. I don't remember what he said it's about, but it's not about lust. It's actually has nothing to do with sex. I don't know. I can't remember. I wish I could.
I think that's pretty clear what he's trying to say,
but
though.
What it's really about is I don't know.
I think it's a metaphor. Like he's saying, "I want to fuck you like an animal." Like it's a metaphor. Like he doesn't literally mean that. Like it's.
I've heard the song is about recycling.
I heard it's about eating your Fruit Loops at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
I heard it's about making chili.
Yeah,
what'd you say, Brad?
I heard it's about making chili.
Reznor's a big chili fan.
He loves the chili.
He loves the Hormel, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he based that song "Hurt" off of. Was like a bad batch of chili he made.
My butt.
Anyways, that was my number 3 pick.
Yeah,
good pick.
I'm thinking it'll make someone else's list, I think.
We will see. I mean, let's go to George, number 3. What you get? Is this a repeat, George?
It kind of is, Billy, because I'm taking a page out of your book and going with Tool. And like you said, you can put any video on there, and it's it'll hit anyone's top 5. But I'm gonna go with Sober on this one.
Okay.
And again, it's because of the dark, creepy vibe. It's got that stop motion animation, which is fucking really relevant in the 90s. It's like pretty much everywhere. And then also just the lyrics and everything just match that video. It's just dark, gritty.
Yeah.
There's just and the puppets that they have on there, they kind of remind me of the puppets from the Puppet Master movie. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, when their videos are just visually stunning.
Yeah. Anything that stands out?
Always felt
Anything that stands out for you in that video? Any shots?
Yeah,
George?
when they peel the pipe back and then there's like the meat moving through the pipe.
Yeah,
it's like
an
raw
intestine.
chicken. Yeah, it's like,
something.
what the fuck is that?
That's exactly the shot I was thinking of.
Or the one got a little
love the
humanoid puppet where he's like stitching his own head.
Yeah.
I love the shot where the puppet guy is like, I don't know what he's like convulsing and his arm is like flipping
What's
like
going on?
1,000 miles per hour like a wing.
Yeah.
It's like weird, like trippy. Yeah,
It
I
is.
almost that video is almost like a follow up to Prison Sex. They're almost like they're real similar. Like
Right.
I love them both. Like
Yeah, same here, man. It was hard for me to pick this one.
they're not connected, but they feel connected.
Yeah, just this one stood out a little more for
Yeah.
me. That's why I picked it as my number 3.
Good choice.
Yeah. They're both like awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, all
all
of them are.
solid choice. I would say definitely.
Does anyone
solid.
know, or I couldn't find anywhere or in any of my research how long it took him to make these videos, but I'm assuming it must have taken forever.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm thinking months. It had to have like probably.
I know
like
when
2
we were
months,
doing
right?
our
Yeah.
80s our 80s music video podcast, Peter Gabriel, his videos they took like 7 months or something like that for a video, just because of
right,
stop
yeah.
motion and all
Stop
the
motion.
Yeah, it was all this. I can imagine this was probably just as long.
I mean, to make the sets and
Yeah,
make the puppets probably takes a month, and then to shoot it probably takes like 2 or 3 months.
yeah.
Basically,
edit it.
I think the Tool videos they took like you could make 1,000 Britney Spears videos in the time you could do a Tool video.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
That's not Britney, yo.
don't pick on Britney. We need to free Britney,
Yeah.
not
Free
pick
Britney,
on her.
bro.
You leave her
Seriously.
alone.
Hashtag free Britney.
I'm
it.
joking.
Hey,
I know we got
Brett,
some Britney fans here.
Brett, according to Ricky Rachtman, I think you're supposed to have some Britney Spears on your list, right?
Yeah, I think
Oh, that's
Ricky
true. Yeah.
accidentally said the wrong name when he said that because I don't like Britney at all.
Yeah, I think it was actually
Oh,
me.
come on,
I know.
everybody
I think
likes
he's-
Britney. Everybody likes her.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was just teasing
I was
you.
always a
It's just
Christina
teasing.
Aguilera fan.
Oh, you were Team Christina Aguilera.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I never liked
was it
Britney.
Xtina or what was her name?
Mm-hmm.
That was her name?
Xtina.
Xtina.
Ex-Tina.
So they say.
Yeah.
I was always a Team JoJo.
Oh
my
shit.
No one knows who that is. No one knows who that is.
Oh,
Who dat?
trust me,
Who
we know,
Jojo?
dude.
Who dat? Oh Lord. Number 2 for me is a video directed by Anton Corbin, and it is Heart Shaped Box by
Good one,
Nirvana. I mean, I love Nirvana. I really wished I could have had an opportunity to see those guys in concert.
big time.
And this video is it's so beautiful. It's very artsy, but I mean, it's just so great.
art,
and
yo,
I
it's
love
art.
this. It's one of those videos where the song is so good and the video definitely complements it. There's a lot of imagery in this and a lot of things going on, but I mean, the band, just seeing them and, because I'm not sure how much longer after this he was around for, but great video. And going back and watching some of their videos, it's another band who like definitely nailed the video genre. I mean, Teen Spirit, Come As You Are, and Bloom. I mean, they had some great videos
They
for
did.
sure.
Yeah.
I love when the crow sings in this music video.
Hey, hey.
So funny.
Yeah. That just such a good band.
R.I.P.
I don't know.
I think that was my favorite Nirvana video, probably.
That's a solid
Yeah, the
video.
color scheme in that.
Was
There's
it?
like just like a ton of like red in that video.
Yeah.
That guy did a lot of Depeche Mode videos, so like.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I was familiar with him, and like, yeah, it was cool to see him do a Nirvana video at the time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to number 2. Brad, what you got?
My number 2 won the 1999 MTV Video Music Award for Best Hip Hop Video. What is it?
1992.
Best hip hop
Directed-
video
What
win?
year? What year? Tell me what year.
99.
I know it right now. What it is? Can I guess?
Go.
Yes.
Is it Intergalactic?
By Adam Yauch, MCA, directed. Yes, you are
Yes.
correct.
Nice.
See, that almost made my list too, man. Damn it.
It's just
Yep.
such
Good
a
video.
it's such a fun they shot it in Tokyo.
Awesome.
It's just so much fun. It's a
It
breakdancing
is.
robot.
Love that song.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a take on Power Rangers, Godzilla. It's a giant breakdancing robot who has to basically kill defeat this octopus creature. Meanwhile, the Beastie Boys are, dropped out of the robot and like breakdancing all over Tokyo and in the subway system. Just super cool camera work, and it's a breakdancing robot. You can't get that better.
Can't beat
And
that,
then he
dude.
fly. They defeat the octopus and then leave Earth into outer space.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love that video.
There's another band that
my
had
favorite Beastie Boys video for sure was Intergalactic. Brad.
What'd you say, Brett?
This is my favorite Beastie Boys video by far.
Yeah.
Like, out of all their videos, like
a ton of fun.
yeah.
Mhm.
It totally captures like their sense of humor, I feel like.
Yes. Absolutely.
I love the way that they're always situated in their videos too. You know, they come at you, with like one's coming at you, one's going back.
Yeah, and it's always the fisheye lens. Like, they're always coming up close to the camera. I mean, like you guys, like you picked however many tool. Like I could have just said a broad Beastie Boys because I love all their videos.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
like Intergalactic just stood out for it's just so much fun.
Yeah, I mean they definitely, and there were so many good. Body moving, they did a couple other videos from that album, but again, a band that just they understood how to make videos, and they have so many that it's hard to choose from.
And I feel with like all the garbage that was on TRL at the time, like this was kind of a heavy rotation on TRL, which it was nice to see like a good video in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you couldn't wait all day for the next Collective Soul video.
Exactly.
Nice. All right, Mr. Ted, number 2.
My number 2 is Sober by Tool. But hey, I have a fun fact for you. The director of Tool's Sober also directed Three Little Pigs by Green Jelly.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Little
crossover.
Hey.
little
That's cool.
fun factoid.
Little throwback.
Yeah.
Little tidbit.
Oh,
Little Tedbit.
pew.
That's a Tedbit.
You should
Way to
call it
come
a
full
Tedbit.
circle, Teddy.
That's a Tedbit.
Yeah, man. See?
Yes.
See? We
Ted's
bring things
Tedbit.
back.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So how many times has Sober's been mentioned now? 3 times?
Twice. Well,
Kind of 3 times.
Kind of three
Kinda
times.
three
Yeah.
times.
3 times.
Yeah, you did
Two with
mention
some
it.
change.
You did
All right,
mention
all right.
it, so yeah.
Yeah, controversy. All right, nice. All right, let's go to Brett. Number 2.
Number 2, released in May '96 as the 4th single off this group's 3rd album. This was like their big smash album. It's Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh.
This is another visually amazing music video, I feel like. Inspired by the French film Le Voyage dans la Lune, which is
What?
Trip to the Moon in French. It's that silent film from 1902 where they go to the moon, they shoot the cannon, and it hits the moon in the eye. Anyways,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that first part. Can you say that title again, please?
Les Voyages dans la Lune.
Get to the chopper.
What? Yeah, is that Arnold Schwarzenegger talking French?
What was it? Is that Latin? Is that Greek? What is that, Brett?
Les Voyages dans la Lune. Les Voyages.
All of our French listeners just tune the hell out.
They're like, we are done.
Dans la Lune.
Bon voyage.
To the moon. The guy that did most of the sets and the puppet work for this video, Wayne White, also did Pee-wee's Playhouse, The Weird Al Show, Shining Time Station, and Peter Gabriel's video for Big Time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this video won 6 not nominated, it won 6 MTV Video Awards and was nominated for 2 Grammys as well. I love the way that this video is shot.
Nice.
I love that old Trip to the Moon, old silent film. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It just looks really cool, and for them to shoot it that way in 1996,
Yeah.
it was cool,
Man, I like the Pumpkins a lot, and they're another band I thought that made some good choices with videos. It was hard for me to nail down one. I mean, they're in my honorables for sure, and this is my favorite album of theirs, the double album, the Melancholy and Infinite Sadness, and we got a chance to see them live, and they were great on this tour. But it is a really good video, and they definitely did some good work on their videos for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't get to see him live for that album, unfortunately. I don't think I saw him live until the next album, Ava. What was it called? Ava Adore or whatever it's called.
Door. I like the Door actually.
Yeah, had some good songs.
I like that album.
All right, Mr. George, number 2.
My number 2 was directed by Spike Jonze and released in 1995, and this is one of my all-time favorite hip hop bands, The Far Side. with Drop.
Love it.
Great music video, man. This is one of those.
It is cool.
You can tell it's a Spike Jonze video just because of how much fun this video, everyone looks like they're having. And it's just like, the Beastie Boy videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would say if you guys haven't seen that video, it's super cool.
It's awesome.
I don't remember the song. I remember their first album with Passing Me By. I don't think I remember the second, because it's their second album, right? After that one.
Yeah. It's like their first single off their second album.
Yeah, you know what? I bet if I listen to it, I'll remember it. I probably haven't heard it since whenever
it's
that was.
Pretty fucking awesome, man. And there's a bunch of cameos in it. Ad Rock's in it. MCA's riding a bike through through one of the little neighborhoods or whatever as they're coming out of a building. So it's super cool, man. If like Brad said, if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's one of those videos where you can see the production value was like nonstop. They're like, all right, we're gonna go all out on this one.
I got to check it out. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I'll check it out because I've never seen it. I mean, I've heard of The Far Side, but I've never seen it. I'll definitely check it out.
I'm watching it right now. Yeah, it's a cool video. Like the way it's shot. Like,
definitely. And that song's awesome too. It's one of my favorite songs. And it's sad that they didn't go any further. It's almost like they were kind of ahead of their time with their lyrics and their videos too.
Go check it out.
Yeah. I remember I loved their album with Passing Me By. I love that album.
It was a great song, man. And then after that, they just kind of went into obscurity. I guess I can't remember, was it Booty Brown or the other guy that left the band? And then after that, they never replaced them. They just kind of all disbanded, which is sad because they were so.
There's like
Go ahead, Brett.
There's like a shot where they're in the alley and like the water dumps on them because it's in reverse. It looks really cool. Like it like starts like shooting up. Like
The whole video is trippy, man. It's almost like it's kind of like there's like a stutter step almost in the video. Like they ran it at a slower frame rate, so it's pretty cool.
Well, number one for me is I knew whenever we launched this category what my number one was. I mean, it's my favorite video, one of them of all time, definitely of the 90s, and it's Beastie Boys Sabotage. I mean, there's no other video to me that's going to trump that one. It's just, it had everything you want in the video. It had action, it had comedy. It's a great song, a lot of stuff. And it's like, it's a total package. I mean, like we talked about earlier, the Beastie Boys nailed it. I almost wanted to put So What You Want on there somewhere in my list because I love that video too. But I mean, great Sabotage, song. Man, from beginning to end, my opinion, the best video of the 90s for sure. And that's all there needs to be said. I win.
Well, you know what,
Brad.
Damn.
Go ahead, George. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Spike Jonze, dude, he directed a shitload of videos. Did you guys see his like catalog in the 90s, man?
Yeah.
Like that dude was like in high demand, and all his videos are great.
They are.
Yeah, they're very creative. It's like Gondry and very cool creative stuff.
What's the video he directed where there's like a dude on fire and he's just like
it's Wax.
Yeah,
Wax.
It's California.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a cool one too. I almost put that on my list. It's in my honorables.
Speaking of number one, let's see what Brad's got for number one.
Sabotage.
Oh shit.
So me and Billy share a brain sometimes, but I agree. It's like that's definitely that's definitely my favorite music video of the 90s. And I didn't know, but I guess they edited some of the shots out for MTV. Like they demanded that there's a knife scene. They had to cut the knife scene out. They threw a body out of a car. They threw a body off of a bridge. And you can like obviously tell these are like dummies. It's like the silliest,
over the top.
Yeah. Amy
it's funny they still made him cut it though. Like
exactly. Like maybe at night they played it because I bought that VHS cassette, so it had all that stuff in there. But
I have that DVD anthology or whatever.
Yep, I have that too. Yeah. So Amy Poehler said in the Beastie Boys 2018 book, there would be no Anchorman, no Wes Anderson, no Lonely Island, and no Adult Swim if this video didn't exist, which is kind of interesting.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's just totally fun, tongue in cheek. On those old like police shows, but I could have put anyone on there, but it's any Beastie Boys video. But that
I think Billy said this. Like you can tell like it would have been a lot of fun to shoot that video. Like,
oh my gosh,
fun, like the entire time.
Yeah, I mean it also seems like I've seen stills from it where MCA like they're doing their own makeup, they're putting their own wigs on, they're putting their own mustache. It just seemed like a ragtag, like down and dirty. Like, hey, let's go steal shots around LA. Like we don't need a permit. Let's just go.
Guerrilla style.
Get in our old go get in our old cop car and just like tear it up.
Did it win a lot of awards? I don't remember.
I think think it was nominated for a bunch, but it didn't win any. I think that's the year that MCA dressed up as, what's that? His alter ego, where he was like a director and he ran on stage.
Nathaniel Hornblower.
Yes, he ran on stage when he ran up on stage and was like
REM won. So it was nominated for Video of the Year, Best Group Video, Breakthrough Video, Best Direction in a Video, Viewer's Choice at the 1994 VMAs.
So it did get recognized then.
Aerosmith's "Crying" won the Breakthrough Video, and then Best Direction went to REM's "Everybody Hurts."
Oof.
So then what they did in 2009, it won the VMA for let's see, it won
videos that should have won.
Yes.
Yeah.
They created a separate category for best video that should have won a Moon Man.
Yeah, that's weird. They didn't win. Actually. That video was awesome, man. Hey, who won? REM won, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, dude, Everybody Hurts is a good song, but it's depressing. The video is even more depressing.
Yes, is it really? I've never seen it, but that just the sound of it makes me want to go slip my wrist.
Don't watch
it.
Well, yeah.
Come on, you're going to pick that to win as opposed to the Beastie Boys all fun and shit, and then you want to hear that? Come on.
But, speaking of Aerosmith, that's a band that, like, capitalized on the videos.
Alicia Silverstone.
Launched her. Liv Tyler was in those videos. Like, they definitely, they're a band that definitely got the video genre down for sure.
Well, it's actually like pretty shocking that a band from like the 70s had this whole other life in the 90s just from those music videos. Like they had
well, they had some stuff in the 80s, like
they did, but I feel like
lady and
Walk This Way.
I just feel like in the night, it was almost like Tom Petty. Tom Petty had like a whole resurgence of his career, because of those videos.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then they came. Well, I guess that was the same decade, but like then Aerosmith got big again because of Armageddon, and they were
right,
gigantic all over again. Like
that's crazy how they just have, like you said, different lives. They just keep coming back.
Yeah,
9 lives. 9.
Well, let's see if we got a repeat at number 1 with Ted. Number 1.
We don't. My number 1 is Everlong by Foo Fighters.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever seen the video. I like the song.
It's a really, actually, it's kind of a dark video. And I kind of get like an Evil Dead vibe. I don't know if you guys remember this.
It's totally total Evil.
So there's a cabin in the woods.
Doesn't he have like a giant hand?
He has a giant hand, and his girlfriend is Taylor Hawkins in a wig, and it's just kind of like a funny but dark video. It's really like cool and very well shot. There's like water, like rain on a window, transitions. And like a couple of the other band members are kind of like these evil dudes, like after them. One of them, Pat Smear, I think is like the also the bassist is like going after Dave Grohl and Taylor Hawkins, and they do like flashbacks where Dave has like these really like, spiky hair, like punk rocker, when he was like younger and stuff like that. And at the end of the video, the bad guys like Pat Smear, they like peel out of their costumes and then they are playing in the cabin.
What the
like as a band. It's hilarious. You gotta watch this video.
I'm definitely gonna watch that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a really cool video. I mean, the Foo Fighters again are another band that definitely got some videos right. Like they definitely took the genre and made it their own for sure.
Yeah. That song hits me, really meant a lot to me, especially at that time of my life. And that video also it's kind of like indelible on like what was happening in my life, and it's kind of like soundtrack of my life. I love that video.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, like on Letterman's last show, he got the Foo Fighters to sing that song, I think, because when he was going through his heart operation and his recovery, that song, like you talked about, hit him in a way, and he wanted them to come and pay tribute, and it was a touching moment for sure.
Yeah. Whenever I hear that song, I know it's kind of played out, but definitely it peps me up,
Oh, that's what we need in life. We need a little pep up.
A little pep up.
Pep in my step.
Nice.
That's my number 1.
Well, let's see if we got a little pep in our step with Brett's number 1. What you got, Brett?
Oh yeah. This isn't a repeat. This is the first time this one's been mentioned. Released in May of 1994, off this album or this group's 5th album / second EP.
Barbie Girl.
It's "I Stay Away" by Alice in Chains.
Ooh.
Yeah, great.
This is my by far my favorite. Like, this was when we decided we were going to do this topic. I knew this was going to be my number one. Like, I was like, it was already like set in stone because that video when that came out was just so it impacted me on a level that was just like it just can vividly remember every single shot from it to this day. Like, just it burned an image into my brain. It was directed by a guy named Nick Donkin, who did the Junkies Christmas special. It's all stop motion animation, as we mentioned. Of course,
my favorite
that
Christmas
was big.
special.
Come on.
It was done very similar to Will Vinton, who did the California Raisins, and it depicts the band on a tour bus going to a circus with this kid who has like a jar of flies, which is the name of the EP that the song came off of.
Okay.
And then when they get to the circus, the kid like opens up the jar and lets the flies out, and then just like total anarchy happens. Like, shit starts going wrong. The clowns get in a fight. The guy that throws the knives blindfolded hits the girl accidentally on the wheel. The elephants start like going crazy and like tearing down everything. It's just a really cool video. And then by the end, like, the whole thing is up in flames, and the little kid like gets the flies like back in the jar. He's like petting them. Like, it's like he's like, the kid's like Damien, like he's evil, like he caused it all to happen. But I just love the visuals, and that song, that whole EP, actually, that's I think my favorite Alice in Chains album is Jar of Flies.
Ooh, okay.
But that song alone is great, and then the video just made it that much greater. So for me, easy number one. I Stay Away.
Nice.
It's definitely on my honorables. And again, we've had kind of like a claymation animation theme throughout this podcast.
Totally.
With a lot of our picks.
Maybe we're all the same
I
brain.
noticed that too.
And it's such a good video. I love that album.
Yeah.
No excuses. That's on my honorables with that one. I Stay Away. Like, I love the Lane Staley look in this video, like the claymation, just like the black sunglasses and like the slick back hair. Yeah. And the motorcycle guy, and then the lion tamer who gets eaten.
I forgot he gets mauled or whatever.
There's so many cool. This is such you're right. It's an iconic video, and Alice in Chains had such like a fondness for me for that era for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that song, like Lane Staley's vocals are
me too. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, me neither.
I love that song.
Yeah,
I absolutely love that song.
I know the song, but I've
that
never
EP.
seen the video.
I agree.
Oh shit, you guys! I'm surprised, Ted, you haven't seen it.
I'm watching it right now. It's amazing.
What the fuck?
Great video.
I guarantee both you and George will regret not seeing this and putting it in your top 5. No, I'm just. But you'll love it.
It's on my honorable mentions.
We're gonna have to do a part 2.
Number 2.
Nice. Oh no, you're number 1. What do you got, George? You're number 1.
My number 1 was released in 1991. It is off the Low End Theory album, Tribe Called Quest's Scenario. Talk about a fun video, dude.
Know that song. I don't know the video.
It's awesome, dude. It's got like tons of cameos, Brand Nubian, Redman, De La Soul, and it brings out one of my top favorite hip hop artists, Busta Rhymes, into the scene.
Yes.
With this video, this is what blew him up, dude. It like catapulted him into hip hop stardom, if you will. But no, this video is great, man. Lots of I know it's dated graphics from, if you look back at it now, and there's
to watch it,
but it's good. It's like they're like, it's almost like a video game where like they're walking around and their costumes are changing, their hairstyles are changing.
Okay,
so it's like, you're picking your player or whatever.
It was early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s graphics, but it was still fun, man. I felt like I wanted to be at that fucking video shoot. They're having so much fun. They're jumping around, they're dancing, they're rapping. It was just a great music video, man.
All right.
And again, it launched the career of one of my favorite all-time hip-hop artists, which is Busta Rhymes. Have you guys seen this video? No?
No.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that
Sure.
song. So I'm gonna definitely put it on my list.
You should. It's really, really good, man. And then you'll catch some cameos. You'll be like, oh shit, that's fucking Redman before he had his huge afro. Like, you'll catch like all these little.
That was the album that had the cover with all the different rappers on the front too. Remember?
Yeah.
I think it's that album, right?
Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah, it was like just mugshot, like headshots of like all different like rappers and DJs and stuff.
It's such a great song too.
I love that song, man.
Here we
Like,
go,
I remember
yo.
playing
Here
that.
we go, yo.
I remember playing that
What's up,
non-stop, dude. And I think it was 1990. So that was probably like in the 11th grade, and I remember playing it non-stop, man. It's like one of my favorite songs.
Just another great decade for hip hop. Like
Yeah.
90s hip hop was amazing. I'm really glad, and it's really
The
cool
best.
to hear like a lot of hip hop on this podcast.
Yeah. No, well, in the early 90s,
Brad and I
everyone
got
was
to
into
see,
like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and Tupac, and they, it was like huge for gangster rap. But I loved, just the more lyrical, more, just I don't know, just it.
Yeah.
That didn't
I get
to
it.
me
I
that
get
was
it, man.
rap.
Yeah.
That was rap. This was hip hop. Like
Yeah. Did you ever
Yeah.
see Tribe
Okay.
live?
yeah. That was
Man,
oh my
they were
god,
so good live.
Yeah, oh, 100%. Rest in peace, Five Dog. Yeah, that was a great band, dude. I remember watching that. I think it was them, Redman. It was the Redman Method Man tour or whatever, and I saw them and then Tribe Called Quest, and it
Nice.
was amazing.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like, I feel like we definitely kind of, I would say there was a lot of big artists in the 90s, and we didn't touch a lot of them.
It was
Yeah.
hard, dude. This
Well,
was
honestly, I thought we were going to have a lot of repeats like Nirvana, Smell
Yeah.
Like Teen Spirit, like the bigger famous videos. But like I feel like there's a lot of like deep cuts in here, which is nice.
definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
We only had a couple of repeats.
To me, this was way harder than the 80s. Like 80s, there was a select few where you had your videos, but this was just tons and I remember going through just like at least 3 days worth of videos, and I still couldn't come up with the top 5. Like it literally took me almost 2 weeks to come up with
Yeah.
this list. And either
I
one
would shuffle. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly what you were gonna say, Brett. You'd shuffle them back and forth, and you go, God, is this my number one? No,
Yep.
is this one? And
Going
Man.
into this one, I thought it would be easier. Like before we or before I started researching, like narrowing down my picks, I thought it would be a lot easier, and it ended up being harder than the 80s one.
oh yeah,
But
for sure.
I thought going in it was going to be the opposite.
Mhm.
I thought like this one would be, this is going to be easy. Like there's not going to be a whole lot for me to pick from, but it ended up being actually more difficult.
Yeah, videos just
100%.
got so much better as time went along.
Yeah, we were all saying it
Yeah.
earlier how the production value went up. You could tell they were pumping way more money into the videos to promote the CDs. They're like, oh, let's get this music video out, and we'll pump all this money into it to push the CD. Or in the early 90s would be a cassette tape, but still, it was just tons and tons of music videos.
Well, man, this is going to be tough. Let's do some honorables. I know everybody probably has a lot. Black Hole Sun, the Foo Fighters' Big Me. That was a funny video.
Yes.
Yeah.
No Rain by Blind Melon. Vogue by Madonna. Wicked Game, Chris Isaac. Virtual Insanity. Freedom 90, George Michael. Mama Said Knock You Out.
Oh, there's
Believe.
another one. LL Cool J.
Believe by Lenny Kravitz. It Was a Good Day, Ice Cube.
Nice.
There's a Dwight Yoakam video called Sorry I Asked that has a Harry Dean Stanton in it that's really good. Headache by Frank Black. Mind Playing Tricks on You, Ghetto Boys. Love Is Strong, The Rolling Stones.
Yep.
Jeremy, Pearl Jam. Give It Away, The Chili Peppers. No Chili Peppers
Give it
mentioned
away. Give it
today.
away now.
Give it away.
Disconnect by the Rollins Band. Valoria by the Pixies. Peaches by the Presidents of the United States of America. It's got ninjas. Today by the Pumpkins. Last Cup of Sorrow, Faith No More. Supernova, Liz Fair. Got Your Money, ODB.
Yeah.
That's a good
Some
Mariah
songs
Carey.
that almost made my list. Criminal, Fiona Apple. Give Me Some More, Busta Rhymes.
Give Me
That
Some
is
More.
an
Give Me Some More.
amazing video
Yes.
if you haven't seen it.
100%.
New Pollution, Beck. I Stay Away. Closer. Ordinary World, Duran Duran. Shakira, any video she's in.
Woo!
Crush and Don't Drink the Water, Dave Matthews Band. And man, the one video I really wanted to put on my list, and I just couldn't do it, but I really wanted to put on my list, was Warrant's Cherry Pie.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's a great. Yeah, it's a
That was
fun video.
90s?
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
shit.
and-
90.
and dude, it's like 90.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's maybe. I looked it up.
dude,
Just
like-
barely made the 90s.
I
That's
feel
awesome.
like that's like the last of the like hair
Cheese
band,
ball.
like,
Oh my
like cheese
God,
ball
I
videos.
remember
like
that.
you don't. The 90s grunge killed it, and I
Yes.
think that I don't know who it was. Maybe it's Bret Michaels who was like, next thing you know, REM's coming out with songs, and you heard no more hair bands.
That's funny.
And plus, it's just a sad tale because Janie Lane, the lead singer from Warrant, was talking about how much he hated cherry pie because it killed his career. And
Yep.
He's known as the cherry pie guy.
Like he resented it.
Dude, do you
so
think
funny.
people threw cherry pie on stage when they did that song?
I would.
I would have
Probably.
Sure.
That's why he hated it so
Oh
much.
my
Right.
god, that's funny. I
Dude,
had
go
no
back
idea
and
that
watch
it was
that
in
video.
the. I had no idea it was in the 90s. I swear to God, I thought it was like late 80s.
It was 1990, so
That
it
is
just barely made it. But man, it's such a cheesy video. But that girl's really hot in it, so
Smoking.
Yeah. All right, Brad, what you got?
These will be quick. Beastie Boys Alive, Beastie Boys So What You Want, Pearl Jam, Jeremy, GNR, November Rain, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Alanis Morissette, Ironic. That's a really cool video if you guys haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Rolling Stones, Love Is Strong, Madonna Vogue. So both of those were directed by David Fincher, if you didn't know that.
Wow.
Radiohead, Karma Police, Dr. Dre, Tupac, California Love,
Good one.
Bjork, It's Oh So Quiet, Wax, Southern California, Beck, Dead Weight, Where It's At, Devil's Haircut, Loser. Dr. Dre, G-Thing, Ice-T, New Jack Hustler, LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out, and this one, Adam Sandler, Steve Polychronopoulos.
Oh wow!
Have you seen that?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Steve Polychronopoulos. Go back and watch that video. It's hilarious.
Who's in that? Schneider?
Dude, everybody's in that. Yeah, Schneider's in it.
Wow, that's a good one. I love that album. That's still really funny.
It's great.
All right, Ted, honorables.
Sweating Bullets by Megadeth. I have The Bad Touch. Did anybody say that?
Nope.
Bloodhound Gang. Funny
Yep.
video. It's
Oh,
got,
yeah.
It's got mimes and it pretty much takes place in France, which is funny. But they have
They made fun, silly videos.
yeah. Let's see. I also have Black or White, like all the Pearl Jam ones that I think were mentioned. Firestarter. Justify My Love by Madonna.
Ooh.
Gonna Make You Sweat by CNC Music Factory. Love that one.
Everybody dance now.
Now Justify My Love. I don't think that they could show Justify My Love on. I think that was banned from MTV
That
as
was.
well.
It
Like,
was.
you couldn't watch it past like midnight. They couldn't show it.
No.
Yeah. Or before midnight.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, you're right. Before midnight.
I was gonna say.
Sorry.
This used to be my playground. Pumps in a Bump by MC.
Wow.
Oh my
shit.
God. I
With
forgot.
That was when Hammer went gangsta.
Yes,
Yeah,
I remember that.
Actually, I
Or
like
that
video.
Speedo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he had a banana hammock.
That's why Ted likes.
Dragula by Rob Zombie. He makes better videos than movies. I know because I fall
Yep,
asleep.
I agree.
I fall asleep
Dig.
during the credits.
True story. True story.
Let's see. I think that's
You're
all I
smart.
have. I did have Cherry Pie on mine, which is funny. The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. That's what I got.
Yeah,
Hey,
nice.
can I add one more? I forgot.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Shock G. Digital Underground's The Humpty Dance music.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I love
Yeah.
that. I just
Another
remembered that.
that's another video along the scenario lines where it was just you can see they were having a lot of fun doing that video.
So much fun.
Awesome.
So much fun.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say either Do What You Like or same song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
same
song,
songs
yeah.
from
Great.
Nothing But Trouble.
I just watched that like 2 weeks ago too.
No-
Nothing but
Nothing
trouble.
But Trouble?
And we're losing
Yeah.
our hip hop artists, man. We're losing them, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stinks.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Brett, honorables.
You guys mentioned a lot of them, but the ones you haven't yet, Take My Picture by Filter, Enjoy the
Ooh, good
Silence,
one.
Depeche Mode. They did a alternate video where they shot it on the top of the Trade Center, so that's the one I like. Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. What's My Name? Snoop Doggy Dogg. It's No Good. Depeche Mode. My
That's a
Name
good
is Eminem. Winona's Big Brown Beaver. Primus.
Oof.
Fantastic
Ooh, good
Voyage,
stuff.
Coolio.
How did we miss those?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Cool.
surprised you guys
shit.
didn't mention this one. Amish Paradise by Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, I love
That's
that.
a good one too.
Nobody
November
mentioned-
Rain.
I knew I missed
Nobody
something.
mentioned Black or White, but did you say Black or White by Michael
Ted
Jackson?
did.
I did.
Ted
Oh,
did.
okay.
November Rain, Guns N' Roses, Buddy Holly, Weezer. I'm surprised no one mentioned that one.
Oh, you know what?
That's right.
It was on my honorables. I should have mentioned that.
Yeah. In Your Room, Depeche Mode, My Name is Mud, Primus, Da Funk by Daft Punk. It's the one with
Oh,
a dog. The
yep.
guy's like a dog.
Good
I love
one.
that one. Billy mentioned the part 1 of this trilogy video. It Was a Good Day. And then I'll mention part 2 and 3, Check Yourself, and You Know We Do It by Ice Cube. Learn to Fly, Foo Fighters, which I actually think is a better video than Everlong, Ted.
What was it again?
Which one?
Learn to Fly. It's the one where they're on
It's
the
a great
plane.
video.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
I
great
love that video.
It's not better.
They're both
It's
good.
not
I'm
better. No.
just I'm Josh.
Messing with you, Ted.
Yeah, I think Tenacious D was in that video.
And a Jam by Michael Jackson. That's the one where he's playing with Michael Jordan. I love that video. And then Natural Born Killers, Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. And that's my honorable mentions.
Yeah. All right, Mr. George.
Nice. I'm gonna not mention all the ones you've already mentioned, but here's a few that you guys missed. Maybe Dr. Dre featuring Snoop Doggy Dogg, Nothing But a G Thing. Snoop Dogg, Gin and Juice. Ice Cube, It Was a Good Day. I think Billy mentioned that one. Nas, The World Is Yours, which almost made my list. And another one that almost made my list was Wu-Tang Clan's Triumph, which was it had all the Wu-Tang Clan members back to back. And I think it was that in that music video, Old Dirty Bastard had already passed away, so they used almost like a CG guy kind of thing where they didn't put his head, but because he had a ski mask on, but they put his body with somebody. It was weird. They put somebody else's head on there. But anyway, that's it. Hey, we need to do a top 5 hip hop artists. Man.
We do. I've been thinking about it. Yeah.
Let's do this.
I agree.
You know what? I'm just glad no one mentioned any boy bands.
No boy bands.
Yeah, I don't remember their videos. Really.
Well, the
videos
isn't
are
over
just them
yet.
singing, isn't it?
What?
Their videos are just them singing usually, right?
There's no
Yeah,
they're not
I think
really-
so.
And it's,
Yeah,
and
that was
if I remember correctly, it's just them like, and they got these like little cheesy choreographed dances and stuff where you're just like,
Yeah.
I was just
Well,
thinking songs like by decade.
for
There's
like
no substance to their videos.
yeah, for like for real dudes like us, we don't watch that.
Yeah. I mean, they're just eye candy, basically. They're just good-looking people. That's why people like to watch their videos.
That's why.
If anybody gets a chance and you want to see a really disturbing video, watch David Hasselhoff's "Hooked on a Feeling."
Whoa.
It was, it's insane.
Oh my god.
Was that for Guardians Volume 2?
No, it's just I don't even know what it's for, but he just made a music video and he did that song from the 70s and it's insane.
Wow.
So, all right, well, I think we covered it. The whole 90s, the spectrum. We've done it again. Hopefully everybody out there will check out some of our suggestions, and if you have any, please comment on our links and tell us what you feel is your favorite video of the 90s. You think we summed it all up, guys?
I think so.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
very well.
Yeah.
I think we did. I think we covered a lot of different genres.
Totally.
Except for like pop, like you said. Maybe we didn't hit a lot of pop videos, but
Because
How
we're not
about-
lame.
How about Instinct's Bye Bye Bye?
Oof.
I don't remember the video.
I remember the
It's a
song, but I don't
choreographed
remember the
thing.
video.
It's to the listener. Good night.
Good night.
Woo!
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to the 5 Dudes of Views podcast. Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Libsyn, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, and now YouTube. And while you're on there, be sure to download, rate, and subscribe. You can also check us out on Instagram and Twitter at 5 Dudes Views. And we also are on Facebook. Everybody out there, stay safe. Until next time.